Hey everyone, welcome to Pipes, Tobacco, and Whiskey. So, we hope you had a wonderful new year. This is the first review of the new year 2023.
Yep.
And this is going to be one that has been put out very recently. As a matter of fact, this came out at the end of November. And this is Druquer and Sons Casbah. Now, Druquer and Sons is a blend that GL Peace kind of revived. It had gone by the wayside, and he kind of picked it up and started it back. It is manufactured by Cornell and Deal. This is an English Balkan blend. It contains Latakia, Oriental Turkishes, Virginias. It has no flavorings. It comes in a big plug, which is pretty easy to rub out. It's more like a crumble cake plug.
Yeah.
It comes in 100-gram tins. It is currently available. You can get it just about anywhere you can get the Druquer and Sons. I got mine from from smokingpipes.com. Strength on this one is medium. The taste on this one is medium to full. And let's go ahead and just get right into this one. Okay, so first review of the year. This is going to be a nice, full-flavored Balkan blend.
Yeah.
Nice winter blend.
In our summer weather, in the middle of winter in
yeah,
Texas.
here it is in January, and we're up in 75 degrees already. So anyway, what do you get out of the tin note on this, Nathan?
Your typical Balkan scents. Your Latakia is leading, of course, but I mean those Orientals and Virginias are right there with it. I think it's not. You got your pepperiness, you got your stale kind of earthy must. I guess that's right there, typical of your Balkan blends, and I really appreciate that they made this into a plug, because that's what Balkan blends mostly were cakes and plugs and flakes, because they had to get across the seas. So it kind of works with that, and it's just a really good earthy smell. I don't think the Latakia is going to overpower it at all.
Yeah, definitely the Latakia is present. I mean, it's got a pretty strong dose of Latakia in this, but it's not a Latakia bomb. I'm getting that nice smoky kind of campfire scent that you get from most Latakia blends. So I get a little bit of the floral and the herbal from the Turkishes in here, kind of a tangy, soury, herbal kind of scent.
A little bit of a kind of like
a
medicinal
and
quality.
and there's a mustiness behind it. There's a slight sweetness that's in that one. But mostly I'm getting that musty, woody, earthy, smoky.
A real smokiness coming from it. I think so as well.
Typical English Balkan blend that you would get. Cool. All right. Well, now that we've lit it up and started puffing on it, what do you think about it?
I forget how much I enjoy a good Balkan blend. I really do. Because I spend most of my time smoking the Virginias, and man, this is a medium. I would almost say it's a really smoky, full-bodied smoke. The Latakias aren't heavy. There's not too much pepper. There's not too much of that vinegary, sweet, grassy taste from the Virginias. It is just a earthy. It smokes like it smells, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It really comes forward as just a traditional smoke. Enjoy this tobacco smoke.
Yeah, I agree with you in the sense that what you smell is what you taste. This has both red Virginias and bright Virginias in it, and although the forefront is the Latakia with the supporting Turkish behind it, that there's a slight sweetness that's coming through from the bright Virginias that I really enjoy, and a little bit of that tart, tangy taste from the reds that I enjoy as well. So you kind of get a collage of different flavors coming through here. But for the most part, that campfire, earthy, woody, kind of smoky taste is in the forefront.
Yeah, there's a slight. No, those Virginias are playing a little bit. Like I would say on the exhale of your smoke or something, I can smell which we'll get more into on the room note, a light lemony kind of floral play with it. But it's so minute that you only get it as as the smoke is leaving your mouth.
Yeah,
That you just kind of go, huh.
Kind of a spice also,
Yeah,
kind of in there as well. Kind of a little bit of a peppery spice, just a tad. Yeah, I really enjoy the taste of this one. There's enough tartness. There's enough sweetness. The smoky is forefront, which is English lovers what they look for. I get a little bit of a stewed fruit in here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is quite interesting.
And like I said, I really forget. I don't know if it's just because all Balkans taste like this, or this is just a really good Balkan. I can't really tell, but it's making me really go back to going, man, what have I been missing the last month or two?
The Druquer and Sons has a lot of English blends available. Without really researching it, I would say predominantly they have English blends. But this one is one of my favorites from them.
This is a really good blend.
I mean, I've tried the newer one, that Loch Ness. There's a couple, the Bowery. There's a couple of good ones that they have, but this one so far has been one of my favorites.
This is pleasant, and for it to be so new. I mean, this is going to be, for your Balkan lovers or your Balkan visitors, this is going to be something that's going to surprise them because it's not overpowering.
Yeah.
It's just a very straightforward, earthy smoke. This is a good taste into what you can expect from your lower grade Balkans, your I don't know, medium bodied smokes.
What do you mean by lower grade?
So I'm not saying lower grade like quality wise. I'm saying like not as strong, not as heavy hitting.
So
like
not as full bodied.
Yes, not your lap bombs, not your things like that. This is one of those. If I really had to put it into a category, this is a medium grade smoke, just because it's got smokiness is there, but it's not too harsh. It's not going to make you cough, and it's not going to make you, woozy because of the nicotine hit or anything. This is just a good smoke.
I think what would complement this is a nice sweeter side whiskey, like maybe like Stranahan's or something like that. That's really kind of has a little bit of sweetness to it.
A good brandy or something. Yeah.
All right. Well, what do you think about the room note on this?
This is a tolerable, to smokers even, room note. This isn't a crowd pleasing room note.
Yeah, it's almost say it's strong.
Yeah.
On the strong side.
It's definitely a smoke outside, unless you have a smoke room. Kind of smoke. People who don't smoke this or don't smoke Balkans are not going to find this a tolerable room note. Maybe a tolerable smoke, but they're gonna want to Febreze up.
Yeah. All right. Well, the moisture level on this to me felt a little bit moist, not too moist.
But you'll get that on a plug or
a little bit on the moist side, but I think you can smoke it just as it is. It might change the flavor just a little bit if you dry it out, where some of that, a lot of Kias may come out, and the Turkishes may come out a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I think you can smoke it as it is. What do you think about the nicotine content on this?
As I had said earlier, it's kind of it's a medium bodied smoke. So I'd say it's about a moderate nicotine hit. You're gonna enjoy your smoke, and it's gonna satisfy your urge to smoke. Like if you have that urge where I want to have a smoke, like after you eat or something like that, this is gonna satiate that urge. But it's not going to be something that puts you out all day.
Yeah, this. Typically, a lot of Kias and Orientals are not on the high end of nicotine content. So, this to me is moderate, maybe even leaning towards the mild side of nicotine content. A couple of things about this blend. Drucker and Sons was founded a long time ago, 1841 in London. And it was a tobacco shop that relocated in Berkeley, California, back in the early 20s, 1920s, and that shop was really well known in that area. Just lots of people would come and visit, and they had very exquisite types of tobaccos that people would come to find. They had blenders. There was a blender that used to work for the McClellan Company that used to work there. Carl Elwa. Of course, Greg Peace is a famous blender that now has reinvigorated this. This particular blend is, like we said, made from Cornell and Deal. It's ready to smoke. If you wanted to dry it out, like we said, you could, but you can smoke it the way it is. It burns nice and slow. Only have to have a few relights with this one. The flavor is consistent all the way through.
Yeah, and it's a nice white ash. I haven't had a lot of dottle or anything going in there, so it's burning really well.
And the aftertaste is a little bit on the sweet side. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
I like it. This comes in 100-gram tins. It came out in late November. It costs $25.50 for a 100-gram tin, which comes to about $7.22 per ounce.
Yeah.
Is what this one is.
About average.
Yeah, I got this one at Smoking Pipes. I haven't really seen it anywhere else. Smoking Pipes may be one of the few online places that you can get this.
Yeah.
So I would check there first. All right. Well, what are your thoughts? What are you going to give it?
Well, so part of the thing with it being a newer tobacco is it kind of makes me unsure of what its possibilities are when it comes to like availability, consistency between the blends and things like that. Like some of those long-standing blends that have been around for a year or two.
That's long-standing to you?
Well, I mean, I'm saying, well, yeah, but I'm saying like, the blends that have been around for a couple years or so, you're going to know what their availability is and how quickly they can produce it and how much is going to always be on stock.
Well, so far, none of the Druquer and Sons tobaccos are limited series or anything like that. They're all yeah in their line available.
So that's good to hear. But just because of that fact, I think I'm going to stick with the 3.5. I'm really enjoying this blend going back into a Balkan kind of feel, and this is very pleasant. I'm enjoying it, but I don't want to quite give it a 4 yet. Just because I don't know what's going to happen down the road. Maybe quality changes, whatever.
Yeah,
I know
we
this
should
is a good one.
revisit this again.
I think so
later, and because like I said, I've cracked this can open probably 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
it hasn't sat in the jar for a while, and I kind of find that the Cornell and Deal stuff needs to sit in the jar for a while to kind of just air out and just kind of settle down a little bit. So we might revisit this, but I'm with you on this. About a 3.5 is, but I'm leaning towards a 4.
I am too, but I just worry about what it's going to do.
But right now, I'm saying 3.5, straight out of the can, 3.5.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to give Druquer and Sons Casbah a 3.5.
Ugh.
Which, hey, this is solid, man.
That's a solid blend.
It's a good taste, and like we said, it's readily available, so you can get it just about any time.
Yeah, sounds good.
So in the next few episodes, next week I've got an episode of a pipe carver that I just received a pipe from that I wanted to share with you guys. So that'll be next week. And here coming up pretty quick, I'm taking a special trip. And I'm going to do a video. We're going to Mark Ryan's, of Daughter and Ryan's Perique farm in Louisiana. And so I'm going to be touring the Perique facilities there, and I'm hoping to make a video of that. And then don't forget also at the end of the month, we are going to be doing GL Pieces Bankside, which is a relatively new blend as well. Came out in the beginning of November. So if you guys are wanting to try that with us, go ahead and get some. You can order it anywhere you can find GL Piece products.
I'm excited to go down the GL Piece path again. This is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've done that.
It really has.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget,
make all your piping moments count.
Start off the new year wonderful. We hope you have a great week. Take care.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.